What is up? My name is Catherine and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impression review of the new Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'R Hydrating Longwear Foundation. So this has been a highly anticipated foundation release. People have been asking for a dewy version of the Pro Filt'R foundation since Fenty Beauty first launched, myself included. I tried that one and it was just too matte to work for me, so I am very excited about this. I'm really excited about all the dewy foundation releases in general. Just did a video on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation. If you want to check that video out, I will link that up here as well. But let's just get the scoop on this foundation before I dive into the review. So this launched in store and online at Sephora today, August 15th. I wanted to go out and get it the day that it launched since you guys said that you were interested in hearing my thoughts on it. And it comes in 50 shades like the original Pro Filt'R did when it launched. I believe they expanded that one to add 10 more shades, so I'll be curious to see if they do that for this one as well. This retails for $35 and you get 1.08 ounces of product, so a little bit more than the standard fluid ounce, and comes in a squeeze tube with a pump. I really like the packaging for this because you don't have to worry about it breaking, and I feel like you'll be able to literally get all of the product out of here, so it's not very wasteful. And let's read the description. Pro Filt'R fans have spoken and Rihanna has listened. For the first time ever, medium to full coverage meets serious longwear in a hydrating foundation with a perfectly smooth, natural finish that lets skin look like skin. We're talking natural, not dewy like your skin had a must-needed drink of water. Recognizing the need for a hydrating Pro Filt'R formula that normal to dry skin types will love, Rihanna created this foundation with grapeseed oil and sodium hyaluronate to give skin the nourishing hydration it needs to stay comfortable all day. Long wear, coverage, and hydration. Now you can have it all in 50 shades, each delivered in a portable tube that makes it easy to take with you wherever you go. Just like the original Pro Filt'R Hydrating Longwear Foundation has a sweat and humidity resistant formula that easily builds to medium to full coverage, instantly evening out skin without clogging pores or settling into fine lines. Plus, the long wearing light as air texture is undetectable on skin, so you always look like you. And it says that the shades should be the same as the original Pro Filt'R. Like I said, that one didn't work for me, so I don't have a shade in it. I just remember getting a tester forever ago. But I have the shade 185 in this, which is a neutral undertone one, and I personally think it's a really great match. This actually might be like one of the best matching foundations I have in my collection now. One thing that's really interesting to me about this that someone on Beauty Guru Chatter, I believe, pointed out is that talc is the second ingredient in this, which is kind of odd for a dewy foundation, but if it doesn't make the formula feel drying, then it's all good for me. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a first impression wear test. I do one side brush, one side sponge, and I will give you my thoughts at the end of the video. So if you're excited about this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel, and let's go ahead and jump right into the application. All right, so this is what we're working with today. I have my usual little bit of redness going on, and I do have some breakouts here right now, which is actually kind of nice because we'll get to see how well this foundation covers it. So since I am in New York and have all of my brushes available, I am going to do one side brush, one side sponge. So I'm going to start out with the brush side, and I am going to do that on the pimple side just because it'll probably cover a little bit better. So the pumps seem kind of small. This is a pump and a half, and this is a Sigma F80. I'm not doing any primer because I want to see how this holds up on its own. I just did my normal morning skincare routine. And I'm just going to stipple this into the skin with the Sigma F80. That definitely provided a lot of coverage. There's still like the slightest bit of redness peeking through where my acne is. So I'm just gonna do like the teensiest bit. See if we can build up over that. This shade match is really great in my opinion. This does have kind of a scent to it. It's not like an unpleasant scent. It's kind of like, it's sweet, but I don't know how to pinpoint it otherwise because I'm really bad at pinpointing scents. This is already pretty dewy on the brush side. Normally brush is like a little less dewy and moist looking than sponge side, which we'll be doing now. So this is 1 pump and pump and a half. So this is my AOA Studio Wonder Teardrop Sponge. This is my favorite sponge for like a more sheared out dewy skin-like look, and I feel like I use this the most, so we're most familiar with how it performs. That did also provide really adequate coverage with just the pump and a half and the sponge, which normally sponge is a little more sheared out, but since we also aren't really covering like anything on this side, it's working for me. So I'm gonna do this like I did with the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation and not even do any concealer because I don't want it to like interfere with the foundation. I'm just gonna do a little bit of setting powder right in my under eye, since my under eye always creases. I'm just gonna finish up my makeup and then I will do a little check-in in full natural light so you can see how this looks in the sun. All right, this is how I am looking in sunlight. This is not direct sunlight. It's like, it's daylight, but the sun's over there, not over here where my window is. I didn't use a setting powder. I did use a setting spray, and keep in mind this is with no highlighter. So we are looking very, very dewy all over. Like my whole face looks very dewy, even my cheeks, which are normally quite dry, but I think it looks nice. I think we have not like a whole lot of a soft focus effect going on. I don't think anything's like really blurred particularly. I think if anything, my nose might look a little bit soft focused, but I mean, I have pores, you can see my pores, and like most of my skin texture is still there, but not in like an overly emphasized way. It's just also not hidden, if that makes sense. I think the shade match still looks really good. This has not oxidized, which I'm very impressed with and happy about because I know the original formula does oxidize according to a lot of people, so I was worried that that would happen with this. So yeah, here's how we're looking so far. Really like it. Feels really comfortable. Like I don't feel like I have anything on the skin, and like I'm touching my face and it's not transferring even though it is very dewy. So yeah, I put this on at like noon originally. So we're probably gonna do like an 8-7 hour wear test, somewhere in there. It can't be super long because I do want to get this video up today and I want to make sure I have time to like edit it and export it and not get it up at literally midnight. So yeah, I will check back in. Don't have any like major plans today to really test the sweat proof and humidity proof of it, but I am gonna do laundry and there's no AC in my laundry room, so it does get a little steamy in there, so we'll see how this holds up. Yeah, I'll check back in with y'all later. Alrighty, we are on hour 8 of wearing this foundation, so let's see what we're working with here. I definitely am dewy, like maybe a little oily. I'm getting a little bit of breakdown like on my nose, but nothing that's like crazy. Like this is not bad considering I'm not wearing any primer and we are on hour 8. Like I've had this on for over 8 hours. Same with like my forehead and everything. It's not like it's starting to break down in here, but it's not like settled into my pores, which I think is kind of more important. And my cheeks don't look dry, which is impressive because even with the Anastasia foundation, my cheeks do start to look a little bit dry after a few hours. My under eye hasn't like creased more than it does with concealer. So this is actually kind of cool because it's pretty high coverage. So like this is one where I would maybe just not even need to wear concealer with it. I could just do this and some powder and be ready to go. I don't agree with the claim that this is a natural, not dewy finish. Like it said in the description, this is 100% dewy. It looked dewy from the moment I first applied it, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I just think that it doesn't really look as natural of a finish as the description says. Let's see here. I would definitely say that this does feel lightweight on the skin. Like, I don't really feel anything, like it's comfortable to wear. It definitely is a comfortable foundation. I do definitely agree that it's a medium to full coverage. This pretty much covered all of this up, and my under eyes are very concealed in my opinion, despite me not wearing concealer. I do like this foundation. I think it looked really, really pretty when first applied, and it's held up really nicely throughout the day, and it's very comfortable. I don't like this one as much as the Anastasia one, I don't think, but that's only because I'm someone that prefers lighter coverage, and that one's lighter coverage. I think this is a foundation that more people would like as opposed to the Anastasia one, because this does have higher coverage. I definitely don't think this is for you if you have oily skin. Like this, like you can see, this is very, very shiny. I didn't put any highlighter on today and we look like we have highlighter on. But I definitely think this is more up the average makeup user's alley, just because I feel like more people tend to gravitate toward the medium and full coverage foundations as opposed to medium to light coverage foundations. However, I am still glad that I picked this up just because I don't really have like dewy full coverage foundation. I have the Makeup Revolution foundation stick, which is really dewy and pretty high coverage, but this is like a liquid foundation and feels a little more long wearing than that. So this is something that's unique to my collection. I think this is one that I'll reach for more in the winter months, one that I'll reach for more when I'm breaking out like I am today. If I had another breakout like this would be one that I would reach for because it covered it so easily. I wouldn't have to mess around with layering foundation and concealer because it does it all on its own. And I just think this is one where I would still wear it in the summer. Like I wore it today, no problem, even though my apartment is a little humid. I didn't go outside. The main excursion that I did today was going to Sephora to get this, and we don't go outside multiple times a day when it's this hot outside. But keep in mind, this is just a first impression. I'll definitely be playing around with this some more, trying it with different primers, concealers, all of that fun stuff. So if you have anything like you specifically want me to try it with and you want to know my thoughts on, let me know down below and I will get back to you as soon as I try it out. I'm sure my thoughts and opinions will continue to develop as I continue to wear this, but so far I think it's really pretty, it's comfortable, it wore really well, and I think a lot of people will like this foundation. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful if you're considering getting this foundation. If you have any other questions about it, definitely let me know down below. Happy to answer anything that I am able to answer. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!